Hi, it's G from Native Speakers Academy with another simple lesson designed to help teachers and students improve their performance in the work that they do. And let's get straight to it. Today's simple lesson is that everything is something else. Confused? I will explain. Everything is something else. We use words to define objects in the world around about us. And when we give a word to a thing, when we give a thing a name, we think that we understand that thing. We think that we know what it is when we give it a name. But really, the world is more complex than that. Just giving something a name doesn't mean that we understand that thing. So take simple examples. When we call something a chair or a table or a cup or a bottle, there are many varieties of different kinds of chairs. I've got lots of different ones in this office, different types of tables, tables of glass, tables made of wood, tables that are round, tables that are rectangular, different types of cups, tall cups, shallow cups, different types of bottles. When we say bottle, what material is the bottle made of? What is in the bottle? What is the purpose for having the bottle? So giving something a word is not really what that thing is. Oh, it helps us to communicate with each other, but we have to understand that everything is also something else. And why this is important? This is important because of the fact that learning is logic. Learning is logic. Now, perhaps that's a bit of a jump for you to make, so let's go through a process of understanding things that are other things. Winning is practice. Success is effort. Friendship is value. And so through providing value, through putting in effort and practice, we create the desired results that we want. Winning does not just consist of winning. And learning does not just consist of learning. You need logic, you need a process, you need a system, you need a plan in place. You need a beginning, a middle, and a new beginning, not an end. Because you don't want things to end, you want them to transition into other things so that you grow. Growth means not finishing, but transitioning and moving on. So you need a beginning, a middle, and a new beginning so that you can take steps forward. Students who come into the school, they obviously tell me that they want to learn something, usually a language. And so when I question them on their history of learning, which is what I have to question them on. I have to question them on what subjects they're good at, what subjects they're not good at, what subjects they like, what subjects they want to be good at but are maybe not good at. Is it the subject that's the problem? Is it the teacher that's the problem? Is it something else? So I need the background information, and once I have the background information, I can see how many systems of logic exist in that person's life, and I can make a qualitative judgment on how good a learner they are. So to improve the learning, we need to understand logic. So I'm always, when I'm listening to a student, I'm always planning a system in my head. I have all the possibilities laid out in my mind, every path, every potential outcome. I basically have fireworks going off in my mind of different possibilities, what I can do with the student, what I can't do with the student, what's possible, and where we should start. the starting point. But I still need a system. I still need to integrate a system into the learning process. I need a course. I need books, materials, videos, handouts, magazines, diagrams, pictures, presentations, board plans. And all of those things are part of the logical preparation process. And so when I look at these materials, I'm also looking for logic in the construction of the course. I'm looking for logic because logic is learning. Logic is a process of important steps that you take on a daily basis to get to where you want to go. You want to get to the top of the stairs, you got to go up step by step by step. And it's a pattern. It's a pattern you develop. It's a habit you develop. It's practice. And the more practice you have, the more practice you get, the stronger you become in yourself, in your habits, in your knowledge, and in your ability to learn. So you need to have a method for learning. A method for learning. You got your steps 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. Like the ingredients for cooking. If you want to cook a meal, there's a whole long process involved. There's planning what you need to buy. There's making sure you got enough money to buy what you want to buy. There's traveling to the shop. There's going around the shop and assessing which ingredients are the correct or best ingredients to get. There's a process of analysis and comparison of prices and quality. Then there's buying the goods. Then there's taking them home. And then there's maybe storing them. And then there's the process of the recipe, how you prepare the food, in what order you put the ingredients into the food, when you put them in. And then there's enjoying the meal. And then washing up, of course, as well. Or using a dishwasher if you have one. So you need to prepare, you need to lay everything out. Studying alone, studying as a subject by itself, is not learning. Of course you can study alone. You can study in a study group as well. But the subject of studying, just doing that, is not learning. You need logic if you want to learn anything, because learning is logic. And that's our simple lesson for today. If you've got a comment that you'd like to make or a question you'd like to ask, feel free to get in touch. Thank you very much.